Hello everyone, this is Mahendra and welcome to Calendar Store. This project is done entirely in C. Mm, Now I'll explain how the implementation is done, like how algorithm works. Uh, First of all, we'll take the user's data. I'll take 8 MB file, and in that first 2 KB belongs to. First 2 KB is used to store the user's data. I can have at most 31 users where they can sign up and they can log in to use the calendar store. In the next 2 KB, I'll store categories. I can have at most of 31 categories like doctors, plumbers, mechanics, etc. That data is stored in next 2 KB, and next 4 KB is used to store the bit vector, and the remaining memory is divided into 256 bytes blocks, and they are allocated using this bit vector. And so each category will point to a person's table. uh, each category will point to a person's table. In person's table it will point to in each person's table it will point to 61 persons. This is the inode structure for persons table. I'll store the count, next table address, and previous table address. If there are more than 61 persons, then it will store them in the next table, and this will point to the next person's table. And this is the inode structure for person. I'll store character, name, role, phone number, and the appointments. This is how I store the appointments. In the persons table, this will point to the first appointment to the person. Then that appointment will point to next appointment, so on up to null. So this is how I'll store the appointments. Every time I need an appointment, I'll request a free block. This bit vector will give a free block address, and whenever I need to delete the appointment, mm, I'll free that block using the bit vector itself. This is how my algorithm works. Let us see the execution of the project. This is the server, this is client. So you can see the GUI in the client side. We'll sign up a new user, name, user added successfully. Now we'll log in. So here we can see there is a category called doctors. We'll enter a new category. So second category is entered here, as we can see. Now we'll add a person to the mechanic. Enter the name, something like enter the role. So we will enter some phone number. So here mechanic is added. His name, his role, and the phone number. We can add any number of persons. So here another mechanic is added. So now we'll book an appointment with one person. Like we have to enter his serial number. So we want to book a appointment on 25/09/2016. We can book appointments up to 6 months only. Purpose. So we booked an appointment here. This is the like Sachin booked an appointment on 25th for fridge repair with that person. So now if we close and we'll see once again. So mechanics. We have booked Kohli. So this is an appointment booked. We can see that. So we can't store. I mean, we can't book a person on the same day by two persons. So we'll check whether that works or not. We'll book a new appointment. 25/09/2016. Purpose some TV. Okay. See, we can see that date is already registered. So this is how my execution, I mean my project works. You can add up to 31 categories. Here if we see the doctor, there is a doctor named Mahendra, dentist, phone number. He has already 2 appointments with some person, with this person on this date, etc. things. So this is how my execution works. Let us see some code. Here are my inode structures. Every user will store only username. So username of 32. This is the user's data. Categories, category name, people's offset. This will point to the persons table, cat collection, persons, etc. things. So this is used to verify the date. Like this is used to check number of days between 2 days, 2 dates. Here is the bit vector implementation. Give free block, it will give one free block. This is used to free the block. This will unset block in the bit vector. So this is how my code works. And I am following a syntax to show the details on the client side. If we want to take like so for each display function, only this function is called. This will follow syntax like is omitted. This is the add category. This is used to take the input and this is used to take the input, and this is used to send a command like this is used to invoke a certain function on the server side. And for then this is the display function. This is the maximum number of, like here there is only one option, so this is the user can input only one option, and this is the category. like execution, you can execute only on the client side. You don't need to do anything on the server side.
Yeah.
So if you enter, everything happens on the client side. You don't need to bother what is happening on the server side. So this is my client server architecture. Here if you see, these are used to invoke certain number of function. If we get the at the rate, we'll call the display server function. If it is a dollar, we'll take a string request. If this is a star, we'll call some take person details, etc things. So these are used to call certain functions on the client side. So this is my calendar store project. Thank you for watching.